I'm at a point in my life where nothing fits, and that's okay. I know I can't control much in my life, but what I can take control of right now, I am taking full advantage. Even simple things like tidying up my apartment and making breakfast. Good morning. I am chopping up my favorite breakfast combo, and it's gonna be good. I'm in my last week of pregnancy, so I'm also nesting. So we'll get into some of that in this video too. But first, let's make our oatmeal. Breakfast is still a staple in my life. This is what it's looking like. Perfect. We've got this cream multifloral New Zealand honey, which I like adding to a lot of things, but especially oatmeal. That was a lot of work making breakfast. I find that being in my last couple days of pregnancy, everything is a lot of work. And I'm also finding that today is not my favorite day. I don't know if you guys ever have those types of days where you wake up and literally nothing is going right. That's how I'm feeling. Had to change my outfit a couple times, just dropping stuff, just feeling uncomfortable in my body. I'm just hoping that this breakfast is gonna make me a little happier, a little more energized, a little more full. Hey Tiffany, can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, we'll see how you do yours.
We'll see how it turns out, because I don't know. I've never done it like this before. I wanted to just, I'm so out of breath all the time. I'm so sorry. I wanted to continue the conversation about like, what does work look like. So I mentioned I'm still doing YouTube content, interviews, blogging, stuff like that. Also trying to figure out the Spanish thing. I just received an email while I was talking to Tiffany about how I guess I enrolled in the wrong class. Yeah, just a hot mess of enrollment, and also me just trying to figure out if I still want to do Spanish, because I think baby's gonna be here in a couple days, honestly. I just feel so lazy mentally. I don't know if I should enroll in another class, but I know if I do, I will be more consistent. It's not gonna hurt, I don't think, but it will just be a little more challenging. I gotta figure out what I'm doing with the rest of my day though. Get it wrong? I got back.
Now, how do you say from where?
De donde?
De donde? In a formal setting, how would you say you are for permanent states of being? Es. All right. Let's learn how to say they are for permanent states of being. Listen closely and repeat. Son.
De donde son ellos?
¿De dónde son ellos?
Got that right.
Can you figure out how to say, where is she from?
De donde está ella?
¿De dónde es?
The difference with us being here this time around versus other times when we would visit Colorado in between living in Morocco and India is we do have our own space, where in the past we would usually stay with family, which is such a blessing, but it's also a blessing this time around to have our own space. And it's been really nice to be able to nest, to get things together, to just have a little bit of independence, and to live in a location that is absolutely amazing. Newborn class, or newborn e-class, and we just took a survey. And now we're about to jump right in. Tips include how to help your newborn adjust from the womb to the world. The most age-appropriate way to engage with your newborn. Hold him and talk to him. Take him to a playground and put him in an infant swing. Find a good show on TV made for babies. Take him to your yoga class. A. We're gonna be great parents.
Look at his head.
Oh, that's sweet. We're on our way to the doctor's for my prenatal appointment. It should be my last prenatal appointment before a baby arrives. So it's exciting. It's a beautiful day today too. It's about like 70 something degrees, and yeah, we're gonna be right on time, which I'm excited about. We do have some questions for the doctor as well, so we're gonna see what she says about that as well. we are done with our appointment, baby and I. Jazzy is over here driving, which I'm very thankful for. But everything went well. I am 1 centimeter dilated, which is exciting because last week, like, we couldn't tell where the head was going and he was just chilling. But he's still chilling. He's very comfortable. I don't know if he wants to come out. We got to see him on the ultrasound as well, which was nice. And he's got chubby cheeks, hair. His little hand was like by his face. He's just gonna be adorable. I'm just really, really happy that things are going well. So we just arrived back from the doctor's. We went for a little walk and it's just so nice outside. We probably will go for another walk later today. We might go get some food as well. I am so sorry if my energy is a little low. It's just a lot. Like, I feel so drained. America is so beautiful and at the same time it's so draining. I've been here for about a month and there have been 3 big shootings. To just have to watch your back when you go into a CVS, which is where we just came from. Grocery shopping is not even the same anymore. Prices are so high here. You just get an eerie feeling. I get an eerie feeling when I go places. I know that's not the same case for everybody else, but me as a Black person here in America, it's just not fun to go places. I mean, I'm laughing, but you know, I could easily be crying. So it's not easy being here. It's not easy living here, and sometimes living abroad is the best answer I have for all of this, is just like moving. But it doesn't stop your problems, clearly, because we have trauma from this life that we're living here. So it's just interesting. Yeah, I think what's nice is being here, we do have a lot of quote unquote freedom. We rented this car, which has been nice. We did a long-term car rental with budget, so we have the freedom to go places. Yeah, it's been nice to have a car because obviously the difference between living here for a time and being in Ecuador is we're not driving anywhere in Ecuador, at least not yet. We did buy a car and we're going to be able to utilize it when we get back, but up until now we've been taking Uber and ride sharing and all of that stuff. But what's different with Uber here in America, it is very expensive. Like I mentioned, I wanted to show you all us grocery shopping. We got a lot of really great stuff during our last trip. Didn't show it, but I did get some footage of the pantry, which is just like right there. Some of the differences I would say between living in Ecuador currently and our short stay here in Colorado is all of the comforts that I probably shouldn't be eating in general are here. Good morning. So I am up. I woke up early, kind of stayed in bed, did some journaling, did my morning routine, all that stuff. And now I'm about to do some fruit and vegetable washing. So let's talk about routines when it comes to living in Ecuador versus the United States. Hold on. We have a very noisy neighbor. And I turn on my sound machine because he's so annoying. Hold on. Oh gosh, I woke up and my neighbor is blasting crap. But now I'm going to do some dishes and wash our fruits and vegetables. So you all know I have a pretty lengthy routine when it comes to my fruit and vegetable washing situation, and that hasn't changed. Okay, so sink is all clean, clear. I've got my salad spinner ready to go. We've got 1 Tupperware. We've got some plastic bags, some paper towels, and we've got all these fruits and vegetables that are in their plastic, which is not great. I'm gonna just do a quick wash and then put everything in the fridge. They use a lot of pesticides on things here, and so it's even more important for me to get those pesticides off. I don't have the typical things that I use here, like all of my washes, all of my Tupperware containers. We're gonna try our best to make it work. These are all the fruits and vegetables we have that I washed, sanitized, debugged, de-dirted, and all of that fun stuff. So we've got some lettuce here, potatoes, cilantro, a bag of carrots that don't look that great, but they're still usable. We've got some avocados underneath, onions, cucumber, more sweet potatoes, red peppers, a grapefruit, which I'm really excited about. I think I might eat that today, and some apples, strawberries, and grape tomatoes. And then we have our bananas. That I do wash bananas, but because they have this plastic over the top, I figured they'd be fine. But if you find that you're getting like fruit flies and stuff, you can just dip your bananas, at least the tops, in a little bit of soapy water and that should help. When you set up routines, like a morning routine or fruit and vegetable washing routine or like a bath time routine or whatever that looks like, it is in fact hard to maintain that routine when you're either traveling or when you temporarily move somewhere new. But what's nice is if you have a solid routine or have solid routines beforehand, all you have to do is adapt, and all you have to do is give yourself grace, because you might not be able to do 5 things in a morning routine, but if you can do 1 or 2 things, at least you're on the right track. Definitely tired. I feel like doing any amount of tasks nowadays, being 39, almost 40 weeks pregnant, is hard, but I still gotta do what I gotta do to make sure that I'm eating well, being healthy, all the things. And of course we have our water. I'm probably gonna drink all of this within the hour. Good morning, it is the next day. Spanish class is starting now, so I'm just trying to boost my mood a little bit so that I don't appear like an awful human being. I feel like I just have such a bad attitude today. And I haven't felt like this in a long time. I have not felt whatever this is in a very long time. So let's just hope Spanish class goes well. And yeah, I'm excited though to talk to Maria.
Hola Jasmine, ¿cómo está? Buenos días.
Hola María. Estoy bien, ¿cómo estás? Gracias.
¿Cómo te sientes?
Me siento muy bien, actualmente. ¿Qué fecha es hoy? Es el lunes de mayo del 26. Hoy es lunes. So I washed just about everything that was like newborn friendly or things that we're about to use. I recently picked up this guava bassinet that also converts into like a travel crib. Washed a little blanket. I've got my breastfeeding pillow that just came in a couple days ago. I went between looking at the like regular breastfeeding pillows, but I've heard really great things about this and I actually already like it. I've got some bibs that have been washed, some onesies, some blankets, other pieces of clothing, and then diapers, and this basket. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the basket yet. It was on sale, but I think it'll come in handy. Caddy that I got as well for diapers. I'm gonna put some more stuff in here too, but it's just a way for me to really organize things. We can take this from room to room when we're changing baby. My sister-in-law got me this really amazing basket with a blanket in it, and it reminds me so much of Ecuador, and I want to keep the blanket in it unless I need to use it, but I've been using this to store baby's clothes when I'm washing them and doing laundry, so that's really great. There is just so much, and also so much to talk about. I feel like the biggest question that most of you have is how am I to get all of this stuff back to Ecuador? We have a plan, and maybe I'll talk about it in a future video if you're interested. I want to finally tackle this. All of my breastfeeding pump stuff, I need to sanitize, sterilize the bottles and the tubes and everything before we use it. And I think I'm just gonna do that by boiling some hot water and adding it in there. Baby could be here tomorrow. Yeah, he's moving. He's like, yes, mom, I could be here tomorrow. So let me edit this and maybe I'll start a new vlog with, I don't know, with some more content. We'll just see how that goes.